Good evening, everyone. It's Patmos, and nice of you to join me. I hope everything is working fine, although, well, I seem to be having some issues every now and then with the, YouTube Studio dashboard player and thing like that. I also don't know if the chat's properly working, but I kinda hope you can all see me. I could check on my phone, maybe. See if it actually works, but you should all be able to view me live now as we gaze upon the village. I'll unpause. It should be at the lowest speed, so that should be okay. And then let's see if it works. At least it should work, but well, you can never be too sure. Hey Thomas, how are you? Can you actually see the stream? Because right here it doesn't really say that. My YouTube Studio gives me some troubles every now and then. So I would love to know if people can actually watch my stream. And if so, then I'll just start playing, of course. But I don't really know if it's working. Glad it's running. Well, do you actually see it running? Because right here I just see the start screen. I don't know if it's actually working, so I'm just counting on all of you to tell me whether it's working. All right, that's good. So it seems to be working. Okay, well then we'll just get started. Then there's lately the YouTube Studio dashboard has some issues. Usually I can see in a little screen all that I'm showing to you, and I can also see the delay in there, so I know when you should all see it and when you all have seen what I see. So that's interesting. Right now it doesn't really work that way, but let's just get the hang of our town. It has been a little while since we played. We have our big mills going round. They're working hard. We get another barn here. We had this extra field going. It's the fall, so quite soon we won't be making any more goods. But let's see, we have an expedition in. We got the pigs from the last one, so that is something that we're gonna get. So I think we should try and get a new crop this time. So we'll send out the expedition. I guess we'll have to make sure that we get the right pies in. So let's lock those. And let's tell them to send the expedition. It will take time, of course, before they can actually send it. But until then, it should be fine. I just wonder if we're baking all the different pies. Meat pie, honey pie, vegetable pie, and another meat pie. I think we also need some fish pies, yes. So we have to set one bakery to start working on some fish pies, so that we get all the pies that we need. That should be best. Nice to hear all is good, Thomas. Nice to hear that. And Kevin too, that's great. All's good here too, so then we're all happy campers. As we can see that we did work on some deforestation. Maybe that's something that we should fix later on. We now have this camp running, which runs rather smooth. This is running. These are set to not chop down, but we'll set them to do that anytime soon now, so that they can actually chop things down. One other thing I would like to do is extend this road so that they can do a lot of fast walking all the way up to this little area, where we also have 10 people living now, so that should make it interesting. Maybe, oh, there's a lot of iron here that we can get. That would be interesting to have. So let's make sure we get some iron for tools. And, oh, somebody grew up and is now ready to work. I think we can speed things up a little bit more. Fish pie sounds gross. Yeah, it does, but that's why we give it to the people that go on an expedition, so we don't have to eat it ourselves. We just give the gross stuff to the people who can't go anywhere else, so they'll have to eat it on their fish trip. Or on their expedition trip. I guess that's something that could work if you do it that way, so it's interesting, but yeah, no fish pie for me. Alright, lots of work done on the field still. Let's get the last pieces in. Yep, they're getting the last pieces in. We have 26k veggies. I think we should last the winter with that. Temperature still above 0. That's an interesting feat. Now, last time I had an interesting thing in the chat, or not in the chat, in the comments, where somebody suggested, what if we place a forester somewhere, maybe here, and just build around it and leave that be a forester, so that you do have wood close by and you don't have to get that far all the time. And I think that might actually be a good suggestion. So we're just going to go as far top side as we can, right here. This is where we'll build the forester. And then we'll just let it plant a lot of trees here and then cut them down, and we'll just build the houses around it. So we basically get something of a park inside. And that could be really interesting. So I wonder how that'll go. Still in the 80s here. Nice, wet and windy here. Yeah, wet too. Got a pretty big rainfall today. Small bursts of lots of rain. We also got a lot of wind today, but it wasn't too bad after all. Well, let's get rid of the last bits and pieces of stuff that we have laying around here, which is already nothing. All right, there comes the snow. And of course, if you have any questions or suggestions or whatever about this game, feel free to let me know. I'll dive into it. Now, we are done with all of this. We don't need people in here anymore because they can't do anything anyway. That frees up people for the mining business. So let's get people in the mines, so that they can do a good job there. All the other jobs are still fulfilled. That's great. Let's get 2 extra hunters. And now we have 32 people ready to grab us some goods and trees and stuff. Let's tell these to chop again. Ooh, let's see. Can we do a research already? It's a bit costly. Ah, here we have the autosave, but that's okay. Reduces production time. Yeah, we need more stones, basically, and some wood to do a research. I think it could be really interesting, though, to get into the research business. We can see that the pies are slowly growing, but it takes time. Tools almost there. They still need to bring in the wood as well, so they have not done that. So, Patmos, how are your skyline tests going? Saturday I had a little test. I posted a picture on the Discord as well that I was able to play for around 20 minutes. Got to a little village. But, well, one of the things I try to do is on Sundays, I try to do not so much work on the channel. So to have like that day kind of off except for the stream. So today I did not do anything. It's on the list for tomorrow now to do a longer test. And maybe even just keep the game running while I do some laundry and stuff to see what happens and how it will go. So yeah, I'll be getting into that more, but I have to spread all that work out a bit because I also have to do other stuff, of course. But it's interesting. I even had the settings on high now, and it did last for like 20 minutes. Well, the first few times it just quit after 5 minutes, so they seem to have improved that. But from what I've been reading up on it, there's still quite a few people that experience the crashes and stuff, so I don't think it'll be completely fixed already. But, oh well, I think we're on our way, so that's a good thing. We're going to build this house, by the way, because that will help make sure that we can grow our population even further. We don't have that many kids now. Let's get the number of builders out here a bit. You don't need so many. So yeah, that's still a work in progress. And yesterday I did spend some time on the channel doing some other stuff. I also prepared a little holiday thing for today. Or not a holiday thing, a birthday thing. Because I believe it's Chris Colbatch's birthday today. So we'll be showing a little clip soon. Basically today I spent with the family, and I spent some time building my Legos, which is another hobby of me that I really enjoy. So I spent some time designing some stuff, and I have a whole bunch of new ideas for how I want to create a brand new town for myself. So I'll go and try to make that work. And then we'll see how that goes. Let's going to be a lengthy process though, but it'll be interesting. And especially now that the dark days are coming more and more, I always feel more tempted to spend time in the evenings on my Legos and stuff, while in the summer you're not really onto doing that. So yeah, I guess now's the right time to start working that. Alright, they still need to bring some wood. We have all the meat pies in. Just fish pies, vegetables and some wood, and then they can go on the other expedition again. And we'll have a nice time on the expedition, hopefully get a new crop. So what have you both been doing today? Alright, we have a pasture, we have plenty of oats. Need to keep it that way though, but these eat grass, so that's good. We have plenty of grass. Well, we could just plan for the pigs now, since we also have the pasture. Pigs for meat gathering. Food, oats and water. A hunter is required for protection from wild animals. Alright. So we have the chickens here. They eat oats. Maybe if we get pigs, we also need to get another field for some extra oats. Well, I think we can do that at the same time. Let's just try and build a nice field for oats so that we don't have to worry about oats anymore. 1, 2, like this. Alright, there we go. 2026, that means 6 workers, 6 workers. Yeah, like this. This is 6 workers in total, so let's do that. And then we'll build a pigsty here or something. Just have some fun with that. Lego to step on in the dark. Not luck, back to work tonight. Ah, okay, well, hope you're well rested for work. It's, well, I have to be honest. As a kid, I stepped on a few Legos every once in a while, but that's a long time ago because I keep my room clean and I know the actual value of Lego. So there's no Lego laying on my floor, so you can't step on it. But well, I spent some time over the weekend. Well, if you want to hear about it, I can share some thoughts that I have on what I'm going to do with my new city. But if you think that's boring, then I won't do that. And of course, we are playing a game, so we'll have to focus on that a bit too. Right, all the resources are in, and we still have some wood left. I'm happy with that. And we have 33 people up doing not so much. So let's just cut a few trees here, get that extra wood in. Let's see if we see a bunch of people coming out going here. Yeah, so they were not really doing anything. So maybe it's an idea that we let this one focus on planting the trees, and then during the winter we just cut the whole forest, get all the wood in, and during the normal days, or during the not winter days, they'll just be planting the trees again. That might actually work. Oh, nice. And these are now planting too. Probably won't see a lot of trees pop up soon, but it should not take too long for some trees to pop up. I think the big house is ready, so we have more space for new people. At least 10. That's a good thing. Just need to find a more steady supply of wood, I think. Do you do different cities for different seasons, like a Christmas scene? Well, I have a few Christmas sets, so I have like an elf house and Santa's workshop and stuff like that. And usually the beginning of October, I ask wifey if it's okay that I bring that down, because it's sitting in the box. And then I bring that down, and then I build a little layout for a winter village. So I have a winter village now. Every year Lego comes with a new winter village set. Oh, a little one's here to say goodnight, so I'll be back in a second. And we're back. But yeah, it's nice. So I have a little ice skater in there now and a little bit of frozen pond and stuff like that. There's a very big Christmas tree with presents underneath it and a few different houses. There's like a little winter tram site. Basically an old tram that you can sit in and have a romantic moment in and stuff like that. So that's really nice. And I'm expanding that village a little bit every year. So every year I buy the new set and I include that in the village. And every year I buy some new parts, like some white parts to add extra snow and stuff like that to slowly expand the village. But well, it's very tempting to just build a big village at one go and spend a lot of money on it, but that's not what I enjoy. So we'll just do it slowly, year by year. We get some extra, and yeah, that's downstairs now. I also have a couple of little sets for Easter with like bunnies in it and little ducks and stuff like that. And once the Christmas and the winter is over, because basically it's a winter village, it's not just a Christmas village. So like in March, depending on the weather, I'll just clear it out again. I'll put it upstairs. And I'll put back some of my bigger sets. So I have like the Colosseum, which is like 9,000 parts. It's pretty big and heavy. I put that up downstairs. And last year my pirate ship was there, but I'm going to remove that for another one. And I don't know, maybe my little tree house goes there again or something like that. I'll just put up some nice things. Good evening, 3ep97. Nice of you to join us. Hey man, my wife and I have been trying to figure out your accent, German. Oh well, if you would have said that 50 years ago, somebody would have probably gotten mad. But no, I'm not German, I'm Dutch actually, so we're friendly neighbors. So yeah, sorry, not really German. Although I guess we're kind of related to each other, Germans and the Dutch. And it's well known that quite a few Dutch people, even though they did not learn any German, you can actually follow quite a few words and vice versa, depending on the area you go to, of course, with all the dialects and stuff. And where are you from then? Thanks for clarifying, no problem. Always here to answer questions. Alright, we got the oats, by the way, so let's go plan the pigsty, because I think that'll be a nice addition, seeing some pigs roaming our town. I think they can go somewhere here. Ooh, that's actually big. This needs 3 workers, 4 workers. Alright, we'll do one with 4 workers. I guess that could be fine. Let's go with that. The building is on fire. Ooh, that's not good. Ah, they already put it out. That is good. Michigan, USA. Oh, well, yeah, that's not like Germany. Although, isn't that one of the states that actually has, like, a German descendant population? I believe there's, like, different areas in the US where people from different countries are living closer together, to put it like that, or look each other up and then they live all close together, like with some of the Amish and stuff. They actually speak some form of German, I believe. Ah, our expedition has begun. That's nice. And the good weather is coming back, I think. I hope. So let's start putting people into the fields. We need 44 for the fields, 8 for the orchard. So that's already 52. So let's get people out of the mines so that we can actually put 52 people to work. Get rid of the clay mine because we have plenty of people in there. Let's crank this number up to 44. Oh, that's a bit too many. Alright, we'll do it like this so that we have a few people left to gather stuff and to build stuff. That should be good. Lots of Dutch people here. One of our cities is Holland, Michigan. Yeah, isn't Michigan where Dr. Paul resides from the television show? I mean, he's also a Dutchman. I believe that was also Michigan. I'm not 100% sure anymore. Nice anyway, nice to see you here. Nice to join us. You've been watching any videos or streams before? Hey Reza, nice of you to join us. How are you? I hope you're good. Alright, so we have started working in this area. I think we should start to move the village a bit upward that direction. So let's try and plan a house in this way. Oh, we need more wood for this. Alright, well we can plan it and then just say don't build it. So that could be interesting. Alright, they're working the fields now. That's good. This is really actually planting trees in quite a good rate. I like that. I think we should try to expand a little bit in different directions. So also expand a bit this way, but also up here. And leave these forested areas to themselves. Food reserves are low. Now that's interesting because we still have 20k veggies. But we'll see. I've been going through your father's frontier series. Ah, well, I hope you enjoyed that. I have a lot of fun creating that series. That is really nice. And it's going actually quite okay with the village at this point. Can't say too much about next week, of course, although that is already recorded and I will be raided again. Alright, let's build another fishery here to get some extra fish out. We have to attach that, of course, via these roadworks. Alright. There we go. This should be interesting. We'll see how they do this. And the expedition is on its way. We can also see that we are getting an abundance of pies again, so we can do more of that. Also, we get more and more flour. So we could also be baking more bread, but still we have only 7 people available to us now for building stuff, so that's not too many. And we might have an issue. Do we still have a hunter here? Oh yeah, here's the big hunter. Okay, that's good. Because there's animals there that we need to take care of. And here's, in the rain, that's not always hard to see, but here's the chickens. And they need to be protected by a hunter, but I don't see a hunter here anymore. And now that we have a forest here, it might be good to also have a little hunter here so that they don't eat all my animals here. That might actually be a smart thing. Good evening, Cooper. Nice to see you. I hope all is well. Getting good views on your vids, showing how entertaining they are. Yeah, lately it's really picking up. It's interesting. And of course really encouraging if you actually make videos and people watch them and you get a few nice comments, get some nice thumbs up. That's really nice. It's, I'm not going to say it's addictive because that's not the right word, but it really helps you a little bit into keep going and just... Yeah, it is a form of encouragement to have people enjoy it. And of course people should be honest if it's bad, but yeah, it's nice. Yeah, Cooper, you were first today in the chat. The pasture complete. So we have our pigs now. That's nice. Let's put in a few people. They'll eat oats and water, I think. Now water's here, so that's good. There's a nice pig. He makes a lot of noise. Almost looks a bit like a boar, actually. I guess that's kind of how they looked like before they were really domesticated. So that's nice. And how many can we have in here? We can actually have 36 in here. Right, they brought in water so it can have a drink. That's good. We have the maximum amount of sheepies, so they actually produce lots of goods now. Is this like... I think this is all that is in there, so we're actually not moving stuff to storages. Oh, plenty of space though. Alright, I hope everything keeps working, because here it still says that I'm not broadcasting. It did say that I'm broadcasting, but my little screen doesn't work. I guess everything keeps working. Alright, this looks interesting. We have a nice area here. There's a big hunter. That should be bringing in a lot of meat. Oh, I guess it is. And yeah, we should have okay storage space for now, especially in this one. Although, yeah, there's a lot of wool in here. And we need the wool for the warm clothing. We're not making any warm clothing yet. Oh yeah, we are now. Okay, very good, very good. But I guess we can produce more now. Are we still producing? No, we're only producing... No, we're not just producing warm clothing. We produce more clothing. There's one in here too that is producing clothing. And we have another one here that is also just producing clothing. Maybe we should be producing a bit more warm clothing, since we have so much of that wool. That could be nice. They're doing fine. Kittens just woke them up in my sofa. Oh, that's nice. So how is Michigan these days? Alright, so we need more wood again. Going to assign some trees to be chopped. And then as soon as we get laborers again, because that's the problem right now, we can get into that. We should be getting more and more stone and ore over time now, because we have those 2 mines working. That'll be interesting. And we need some academics soon. Building on fire. Oopsie. Well, there's a well next to it, so that should probably help out a bit. Everybody comes rushing towards it with water. So they're trying to put it out. Very good, put it out. Very good. Good job. Good job. That's for the best. Here we get a lot of potatoes. Yeah, we don't have builders for this. I wonder what else they're building then. He's carrying to the storage, so they're builders. They're not building anything. Are they assigned to this somehow? No, they're not. So what else are we building that they are supposed to build but not building? Yeah, it's a bit of a weird saying, but that's basically what's happening. We're out of flax. Ah, okay. Well, then it's good that we got the... Are we still growing flax somewhere? I don't think so, actually. Oh, yeah, here. All right, that's good. So as soon as this is done, that one can get to work again. There's 3 in here. So we have quite a few building projects, but nothing gets built at the moment, I think. Let's get everybody out of that. And then put them in again. Let's see if that changes anything, or are they busy here? No, this is on the expedition. That's a bit weird, because we're not building anything else, I believe. So they should just be going on with constructing things near the fishery here. So that's something weird. Maybe if we unpause this out, then immediately they get in here and they will start to build this. If we pause this, they now should go to other places. Like this one. Alright, so something's not completely right, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Probably just have to build this and then it's kind of fixed, I hope. Let's get them all out of the building business now then, because they're not building anything anyway. Did I place this correctly? I think so. I don't remember, actually. We'll find out. We'll find out. Hey, Basil! How are you? Perfect. Managed to play Ostrich for the first time. Ooh, nice. Hope you had some fun with it. How did it go? Alright, so we now have 5 laborers. That should be... Yeah, this is all done. Chicken died in an animal attack. I was afraid of that. So I was talking about that recently, about not having a hunter close here. That might pose a threat. So let's build a little hunter here. Just a hunting cabin. Somewhere close. So that they can hunt and kill all animals getting close to the chicken coop. But there's not a lot of space here. That's an issue. Well, I'm going to build it here then. Should be okay. And what we could try... Where's the animal that's actually attacking? Oh, it's still in there. Alright, let's pause. And then we go to one of the villagers. We double click, I believe. Or we click on the portrait. Yeah, that's it. So now we control the villager. Now we should hit the 3. Now we get a bow. And then once we unpause... Whoa, this is sensitive. We should now be able to hunt the animal, actually. On our own. Ah, there it comes. And there it's gone. Very good. So we killed the animal. And now we go out of this. So now we save the chickens for a bit. I looked up this game on Steam. Looks fun, but people have commented that it's buggy and it's abandoned by the developer. I do love games like this though. Yeah, it is abandoned already quite some time, I believe. Because I believe this is from 2016, something like that. If you run the vanilla game, it's pretty okay. I have a few mods on, but not a lot. I can show you actually. So we have a special building, the hunting lodge. We have some extra decorations, a healer, a builder's yard. We can zoom a bit extra. Our animals produce a bit more and our orchards produce a bit more. And we have a large barn that we can build. That's all the mods that I'm running at this point, which are all very small. And that is all working fine. And during the streams that I did with this, I think this is like the 5th stream, something like that. We only had one crash, and because the autosave is on, we didn't lose that much. But it is totally true, this game is not updated anymore, and it's not being developed. So, yeah, I still have a lot of fun with this, and I really enjoy this. I don't know the price, of course. I mean, if you still have to pay 20 bucks for it, then it's probably a bit expensive for a game that's already not developed for years. But... on the other hand, I think you could really get this and play it if it's on sale or whatever, and it's just a few bucks, because then you can still have a lot of fun with this. Every time you load up a game, you can select a map size, and you can just generate the random maps over and over until you find one that you like. Every game is different. You can have your own different goals and stuff. So there's actually a lot that you can do with this game that is really interesting. But of course, yeah, it's totally up to the one playing. Whether you want to do this and want to enjoy this. Can't really say something about that, so I won't. A lot of banished clones out there. Yeah, that's true. Although, well, now that Basil mentioned it, if you like a game like this, you might also like Ostrich. It's a little bit different. But for me, it's the best city builder out there so far. Where you've actually really placed the houses yourself and things like that. It just really happens to manage... all aspects of the game really well, and it is still in development, so that's a real interesting thing. And this is still a much fun game for me. It was great. Had to convince my son to play with me since his computer can handle it. Well, that's nice bonding time then. And maybe he can get into the game too. Who knows? Could be very nice. Right, they planted a big forest here. And we need some trees, or some wood actually. So let's just tell them to chop this down now. That should be fine. I think we can speed up a bit more again. What do you think of the advertisement on YouTube? I have a solution for advertising free on YouTube. Well, I don't really think much about advertising on YouTube. I mean, I don't really pay attention to the ads there are. Of course, the ads are the way that I get some payment out of this. So I'm not going to talk too bad about it. I mean, that's how I earn some money. You all watching some ads every now and then. I do think, though, that for me personally, since my livelihood is not depending on it, I have turned off the mid-roll ads during all my uploaded videos. So all my half-an-hour videos don't have ads in the middle, only at the beginning, at the end. And during the streams, which last at least 2 hours, of course, I do have some mid-roll ads, but you should have them like once half an hour, something like that. And that's just a way for me to make some money. And to give you some insight in that, I can actually look it up because I get real life statistics on that. It's always in the last 28 days. So the last 28 days, so that's the last 4 weeks, I earned 50 euros in ad revenue and stuff like that, and a little bit of memberships, which is actually one of my best months so far. So yeah, you can't make a living out of that, but it's a little source of income. And of course, if I happen to grow bigger, get more viewers and stuff, I could make a little bit more money out of that, and maybe someday make a living out of this. Who knows? But it's not the case like when you are a small YouTuber like me, 1,800 subscribers, and I think about 30,000 views a month. A little less, I guess. Nah, I guess more like 24,000 views a month. I make like $50 or 50 euros a month, so that's it. No, I mean today they want you to pay for premium. Oh yeah, I get that a lot. The advertising for that. So just pay for it, and then you get it for free. And then if a lot of people with premium watch my streams, then I still get a little bit of money out of that, because of course they're not watching ads, and I still have to make some money by via ads basically. So they pay me a very small amount for that too. But yeah, I don't have it. I just ignore all the ads. But and ads are a way to support other creators. So if I watch somebody else's videos or streams, for me it's not that bothering to watch ads, because I know that it's one of the ways that the other creator also makes a living, so I don't really mind about it. But I'm not gonna pay I'm not gonna pay any money to be able to watch YouTube adless. That's not gonna happen. Right, I think we get a little bit of extra wood in now. I'm still hoping that they will start constructing here. They are bringing resources to this one now, so that is a good thing. They're actually progressing now, so apparently something was wrong and now they fixed it, which is good. We have the hunter up, so we should put a hunter in there. One is enough, I think, because there are not so many animals here, but then at least if some animal comes into the chicken coop, they can kill it. Ah, they already brought in a lot of oats, which is good. Building's almost full. We have a lot of buildings that are almost full. Ooh, the big barn is almost full. These barns are full. Might need to get some extra barn space. Ah. Wasn't really prepared for extra barn space, but we might have to. Alright, let's set up a few more roads, because that'll make people walk faster. And then let's build a large barn here. Is there the entrance? Should be to the back now. Yeah, now it's the entrance on the front. Let's get another large barn. I feel bad. I was living behind an ad blocker on YouTube. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Don't feel bad about things. It's I've been watching YouTube for a long time without any ads, because, well, if you can get it free, why not? But now, of course, now that I know how the things work and how it is, I have disabled my ad blocker for YouTube. It's still on for most other sites, but I just disabled it for YouTube to support other people that I watch. Well, feel totally free to watch to use an ad blocker. I wouldn't mind. It's totally your life and what do you want to do, and I'm not dependent on it, so... Hey, Lucas, sorry I missed that. I'm caught up in the game sometimes. Nice of you to join us. How long do you think Ostriv is still in development? Ooh, that will be very long. Ostriv is, of course, already in development for quite some time. But some people know, others don't. So let me just explain this for a little bit. The main Ostriv developer lives in Ukraine. And as we know, there's a war going on there for, what is it, almost 2 years now. In the beginning, work was completely stopped and there were other priorities, of course. And now they are working on it again with a team, but it's going slow and there's still power outages and stuff and other things that they have to... that are more important in life. So yeah, they are still busy with that. So yeah, it's still developed and it's... I've seen a Twitter or X post about a month ago with some new features in it, some new buildings in it. So yeah, it's still worked on. It just takes time and hopefully peace will come soon and they can just work on the game as they want to. But it's a great game and it's very much worked on. It's really a how do you name it? It's really a project of personal interest for somebody. Somebody wanted to create a very good game about Ukraine because Ostriv is about a city in Ukraine that's historically accurate, that really works, and it's not like some developer bringing out some early access game, trying to make as much money with it, and once they're pleased they'll just abandon the game and try it again with a new game. This is somebody that's really on it for himself. He wants to have a great game, and I think he's going on with it for years because it's just his prestige project and it's his thing and he wanted that to happen really. So I think it'll be a very long time. But since today Google switched policy and throttled YouTube if you give an ad block. Oh, okay. Oh well. I guess I should be happy if YouTube makes sure that everybody watches my vids without an ad blocker, but I guess that's also a bit harsh to say. Ah, they're really creating the bridge now. Very good. 60 wood. So we're almost out of wood there still though, so that is an issue. But once this bridge is done, they can start to work on that part as well. Alright, and they brought some goods here. We just need some more wood. All the other things are here. Then we get another large barn for some more food storage. We still have storage up here, so we still have some space. Oh, this is just nearly full. It's not completely full. That's good as well. I had to disable it to get above 240p. Ooh, well, then they're really pushing it. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, they have something new right now that's like dynamic ads. So people can get... Normally, all the people would have the same ads at the same time. Kind of like that. And now it's more dynamic. So if somebody else comes in late, they get to watch like for a few minutes. And then the first ad should roll. And somebody that's watching already for a while should be able to just watch for a while. And then... like after half an hour, another batch of ads should come in. For me, it's really a bit of a balance between having fun together and all the gameplay and stuff and making a little bit of money. That's why for all my regular videos that I just upload, I really turned off all the ads during the video because I myself don't like it when I'm watching a video and it's getting really interesting and then of course you get an ad. So that's why I turned that off. But I think YouTube keeps saying me in the YouTube studio that I could make like up to 30% more money if I would turn that on. But I'm just not going to do that because I don't want to. Let's chop these trees again. These trees grow rather quickly though, so that's a good thing. But we still need a lot more wood. I am happy though with this one here and this one here providing a lot of wood now. So as soon as we have people free, they can just go here and get some wood out. Maybe we should build a storage here now too. So that we can actually also store some of these goods that we actually produce here. Let's do that. But it's interesting. Sorry about this. Just had to check something. Ah, we're back. Ah, alright. There they're all walking from the forest. That's good. Maybe we can tell them to chop some trees here too. Getting increasing amounts of stone in, and that's very worthwhile, because then we can go here at some point and do some upgrades here. That requires a lot of stone, but also a lot of wood, so we're still not there yet. How's your water supply? Well, we have wells everywhere now, all over town. Basically, water supply is not really an issue. We have one here. It's just to make sure that you don't have buildings that are too far away from water. So in case this house starts burning, you need a water supply close. Of course, this game does not work with overlays where you can just easily see where everything is. But I think I have enough wells for now. Can never be too sure, of course, but I think I have enough for now. When's the expedition due back? Oh, that's not going to take too long. Because then we can unlock some of the pies and people will eat those pies and save us a lot of other foods. That could be interesting. But I think water is good now. We have water everywhere, so not too afraid that the whole village will burn down again. Already experienced that. That wasn't really that good. Ah, we're getting the extra fish farm up slowly. At least one should be building it, and we're already on the way building it, so that's good. Let's get some extra fish there. And of course, once the farming season is over, and we're getting closer and closer to that moment, we'll have a lot more workers being able to do different jobs, which is also very helpful. You can see the amount of trees growing, because, or the amount of wood growing, because yeah, they chopped this whole forest now. And they're chopping the forest here too. Alright. Doing a great job deforesting everything again. It's not really how it's supposed to be, of course, deforestating everything. But alright, let's bring in the oats. Come on. They almost did 2 runs of oats this time. We had a full field. That's great. That should get me a lot of oats. I like that. Yeah, they're still bringing in some more oats now that we can use for all the animals. And I have to say, these pigs are really reproducing at a good rate. Already 26, 27 out of 36. They soon should be producing some meat. I think we can also unlock the meat for a bit, and the eggs too, to have them go around the village. And then as soon as we run like down to 1,000, we'll block it again for some more for the expedition, for the pies. But for now it's good. I've not seen any chickens being caught again, so I guess this hunter does its job. It's probably out of a job most of the time, but every now and then it should be working. The fish farm is ready, it says, so let's put somebody extra in there. Free up a few builders. They're really fast with planting these trees, because at the beginning of the year we just took every tree out, and now already they are regrowing them. And as soon as the trees were there, the animals came back as well. So there's also some animals in there now. I'm actually quite tempted to do just the same here now. Let's just build another one. This makes for a good wood supply not too far away from the village. I think that's really nice. And really worth it. So how did everybody deal with the change in the clock? Everything gone well? Get a good night's sleep? Or right, it's still +0. There we go. Now it's freezing, so now we can get everybody out. They won't be doing a job anymore. That frees up a lot of people. Let's get some people in the mines. Yeah, Herodef is doing a great job with the fish. We can see the increase. Put her in charge of all the fish farms here, so that should all be good. There's a free browser with adblock and VPN in it. Oh, nice. Which is that? I think this also doesn't work in the... Yep, all good in the USA. Oh, all good in the USA. Didn't know you were in the US now, but... Alright, I think we should build this house now. We can definitely use extra space for more people. Ah, and they're building the warehouse here. That saves a lot of travel for some people. Still produce good amounts of flour. We still have a lot of grain. We just did 2 harvests of grain, I believe, and we still are not running out, even though we're not producing grain for a long time now. Kids grow up ready to study. The warehouse is ready. Perfect. Firewood. Maybe firewood becomes an issue at some point because we are not growing our amount of firewood. And that might become an issue. However, this should soon be filled with wood. And I think if we produce some firewood up here and they put it in here, the people that come live in this area can get it easily. So let's build it right there. So that we get this firewood up here too. That would be very good. No, the clocks go back in the USA next week. Oh yeah, that's true. In the USA, that's next week. But here in Europe, it was last night, of course. We had a good night. Little one was a little bit off. She came to my bed an hour early, but then I told her to just go back and she listened, so that was good. Well, we're back. Or at least we're supposed to be back. I hope everybody enjoyed this. I haven't moved to the US. Well, I have this little icon in the chat, like a heart icon, where you can send some sort of message that moves, and that's sometimes over the text, and I can't move that. So I can't... The latest chat message I can't fully read all the time, so I have to guess what people are saying sometimes. But that's okay. I've worked on a new birthday message, by the way. That was it. And it is Chris Colbatch's birthday today, so happy birthday, Chris. Hope you had a great day and have a lot of fun. That was your message. The Brave browser. Alright, interesting. Don't think I'll use it because I have to make money with the ads, but interesting. Guess it's a good suggestion for a lot of people that could really use it. Working in the mine. I want to see... Oh, here's my iron mine. Alright, very good. There's still plenty of iron in there, so that's good. Let's keep that going. I think we can tell my people now that they can just go gather some stuff here. There's actually a lot of iron and stone there. So let's just get it. They have the warehouse here now, all ready to be filled up with stuff. They're building this house now. All the resources are in, and we still have 170 wood. So, just making sure that we have even more wood. Oh, there's a whole new forest here again. Let's take care of that. And let's put people in here. Let's tell them to just plant trees. That should bring tree production up quite big. That is nice. I hope everything is working again, by the way. Chat fell completely silent, as far as I can see, so I hope all is good. That you enjoyed the new birthday message. Let's get back into the game. I hope it didn't go all wonky with moving. Ah, there we are. Alright, so it's cold in this house, so they should be getting some firewood. Firewood's all below 2,000 now, so... Ah, that is an issue. Ooh, the expedition was a success. A new resource discovered. Cabbage. Alright, let's go to a field. This is an oat field. Let's go to a potato field. We also have corn now, but corn is basically grain, so that doesn't work. But what does cabbage say if we switch to cabbage? We also get 952. It is fast growing. It needs 15 to 27. This needs 0 to 27. Ah, okay, so... This is fast growing, but it can only grow when it's 15 degrees or warmer. So that's interesting. We're going to switch one field and see if we can get a good harvest out of this soon. And then now we have cabbage. That's really interesting. Could also be time to go for another animal maybe. We just need water and tools. We have all else, so let's send out the expedition already. I have to make a bit more work with all the tools, I think. You have to put more toolers in business. Because they really can't keep up. I use that plus Opera GX. My stream is stopping all the time, not depending on my adblock being on or off. Ooh. At least you shouldn't have problems getting that one through. Alright, well, I don't know. I don't think it's on my end that your stream is not working, because others are apparently same for me, and it doesn't, even if I have ads on or off. Alright, does Kevin also have issues? Because then it could be from my end, because I am experiencing some issues here as well. With my YouTube studio saying that I'm actually not live while I am. So that could be something. 2 people died of hypothermia. That's not supposed to happen. Here's a house. Get warm. Get some firewood. Let's put workers in here so that we are creating as much firewood as we can. I think people are dying of hypothermia because they're working here. So let's make sure that they no longer work here. That's better. That should save them all. And I should just get some firewood here. Oh, this one is cold. It's carrying food to the house. Please survive. And bring some firewood in here. Ah, there's firewood because the chimney is smoking. We have a sick person. Luckily, we do have a doctor. And we have herbs. So that one should just go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. Died in an accident. Why is everybody dying all of a sudden? And it does not say anybody got actually sick, but apparently they did. But this one is getting warm. As soon as it's warm, it should go to the doctor, I believe. It's probably on the... Oh yeah, and the YouTube cloud. So I think so too, but... I wish it wasn't there, of course, because it's not nice to have those problems. But, well, we'll have to make do with it. And of course, I have to say, YouTube is usually quite stable. I'm always surprised by how well it performs. So having an issue every now and then should be okay. Ah, okay. Well, I hope it gets fixed soon and that people can just really enjoy watching streams and things on YouTube. Because, well, it is a nice platform for watching stuff. Oh, really? A side effect of the time switch. Oh, that could be the case, especially if some computers are actually affected by the time switch in countries and in other countries they're not. I don't know, maybe that has something to do with it. But I'm not an expert on these matters, so I should probably just shut up and play the game. That's probably the most wise. Here we have somebody cold again. Please warm up. We already have enough deaths. Trying to burn everybody in the pyres. Well, they are working, but maybe we need an extra pyre as well. Just to make sure that we can take care of everyone the right way. Mind you, if the weather isn't brilliant, it affects my internet. Well, we do have that sometimes here too, like with a big thunderstorm or something. Then all of a sudden the internet and stuff does really respond to it. Even television can go a little bit wonky when it's like there's a big thunderstorm. But overall, we're usually fine here. Autosave, very good. Alright, we just need a few tools and our expedition is on the way. And at that time, I am going to expand. Where is it? Right here. The business for tools. Yeah, let's get this one. Since we have plenty of cast iron and charcoal, we could just run another blacksmith. That should be okay. And I think we should start to work on our first research, as I also see that we're getting temperatures close to 0, and then we'll have to... Alright, let's do agriculture first. Let's get an agricultural bonus. Let's put a few people into the castle. And temperatures have reached +0, so we're going to need a lot of people to be able to fill all the jobs that we have, because we lost quite a few people. There's just 44 needed for all the farming jobs. Luckily it's still early spring, which is a good thing. Let's get a few hunters out and put those into the orchards as well as all the builders. And then we're not going to put 5 people into the castle. We'll start with 2 and we'll add to that later. They'll just have to bring in all the resources, but that should be fine. And then once some of these kids grow up, we can redistribute them alongside all the different jobs. And I think with the 2 extra houses that we have now, that's 10 extra people that should be coming of age at some point already. Or that's 20 extra people basically. That should help out too. Oh, and now it's freezing again. Oh, that's interesting. Temperature got above 0 and now it's freezing again. And I think maybe we should just build a few smaller houses as well. Alongside the route here. At least 2. Let's keep growing the village. We need to keep active and busy to get more people in and get all the jobs done. We can see that they bring in the first stuff, and with the extra research that will really help out. It is the new stuff. They now want you to pay for premium. You get a free YouTube. Rumble, it's similar to YouTube, I think. Well, there are actually quite different services. I believe you also have like Vimeo or something like that. There's all these different services that basically do the same as YouTube. But there's no platform so big and powerful as YouTube, of course. Okay. There's a lot of rain. We can't really see what we're doing at this point. But this one's really busy planting trees. That's good. Maybe we should set this one to also just plant the trees. We'll chop them ourselves. I do like all those people walking and being busy in town. I really enjoy that. Just look at it. All these people so busy, so working hard. That's great. Alright, there we go. I think the expedition should be going on its way soon, because we had a few extra tools. Did they actually bring those tools? Yes, they did. So they're now filling up the ship. And once that's all ready, the expedition will go out again. So we might get another animal. Did you see my pics on the Discord from a 100-year-old town? Yeah, I did see them. I have not responded to them, sorry, but I did see them already. Looked really cool. As big or as corrupt sometimes. Maybe those two go a little bit hand in hand. So when a business is very small, people are very genuine and just trying to grow and help out and stuff. And by the time they get bigger, they understand that they're a little bit more powerful. And from there on, they think, oh, well, maybe we can also do it like this. People won't notice. And then in the end, there's very big, very corrupt money-making companies that don't mind screwing over the little person as long as they make enough money. But I did not say that. So let's continue. 2 kids born, 2 grew up and ready to study. Alright, that's nice. That's working out. Alright, they're really bringing in the stuff. Once everything is in, they still have to do all the research. But after that, we should be getting in a position where all the crops should grow a little bit faster and things like that, which is good. Oh wow, how many hours? Well, I guess if you want to build a town like Cooper did, then you have to spend many hours on it. Otherwise, it's impossible to get up to a level like that. Ooh, the expedition is almost ready. Very good, let's keep that going. We have 10 kids in school now. That means that once they grow up, they can help out in the village. We have no miners at this point, so we actually did lose quite a few people. Although we also did get a few extra jobs again. So that's also why we have less people available for the mines, because we got the extra jobs like the firewood stuff and things like that. We went down to almost 1200 firewood, I believe, after the winter. So it is necessary to have more firewood creators to create all the firewood that we need. And the expedition has been gone. 5 babies born over the last period. I like that. We're already an hour into the stream, already having fun. Very nice. Thank you all very much for being here and spending this time with me, even though everything does not seem to be working completely 100% from the YouTube side. Real sorry about that, but I don't know what to do about it because it's not on my side. But I hope you all still have a great time watching the stream. So thanks so much. I don't know if I want to know how much time I spend. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'd also not want to know how much time I spend on a thing like that then. Alright, plenty of space in this barn. That's good. We can see the trees being planted here and here and here. So that's help out. That's going to help out soon. $115 years old and 300k profit. Wow, those are really big numbers. 300k profit. Gonna take me like 20 years to ever get to 300k YouTube subscribers, and you just make that in Ostriv. That's cool, man. Alright, I think we should preserve some meat and eggs again, because we're getting quite low now, and we need those for the pies. We could unlock the pies for a bit and then lock them in soon again. But at least people can get a few pies that will save us some food, because pies have way more calories than the normal food. So having a lot of pies is really helpful. So is that new game that you were wanting to have already out, Kevin, or is it does it have a release date? I don't remember. And of course, if you already have it, you have a lot of fun with it already. Okay, so apples are still growing again. We get flax in again, and we still have some flax to spare, although it is going quite hard. So we might need one extra field for some flax soon too, because I don't think the tailors are using more than we have. We're almost out, and it's going to take some time before we get another flax harvest in. Then we need another flax field too. Look at how many farms we have. That's one of the things that does feel a little off every now and then in this game. We have so many farms and orchards and pastures, and we're still not providing food for these people. Sometimes it feels a bit off, but oh well. That's all. We'll deal with it. Food reserves are low. Okay. Nice. Ah, these 2 houses are now ready. That's great. That means even more space for people. Also means that we could build 1 or 2 extra farm fields. Uh, 10 by 19 is the max for 1 worker. That could really work. Yes, then we will build... Oh, their well is here already. There's a barn here. So they can really use this. And then we can produce some extra flax and some other food. That could be the way to go now. They are still building something else too, and I don't remember what that was. Oh, it's just the 2 fields. Alright. I guess. They're not really doing anything. We only have 2 building projects, but they're not really doing anything. Maybe I can get one of these to be in the tool making business. There he goes. Very good. Ah, we're out of wood again. Oh, that is a big issue, because that's the problem. They can't bring wood to the building sites. That's the issue. Alright. Let's go get some wood. Oh, now I click the thing away. There we are again. Just need to get some wood so we can start building and keep making firewood. The numbers are running up, but stream is black for me now. Cannot hear Patmos. Oh, that's not good. I don't think I can help out, because here it says it's still working and the numbers are in the green. It's just that I can't check it somehow. I don't know how. I just tried other YouTube videos. They run smooth. Oh. Well, then it might be up to me. I don't really know. I'm just going to check my own stream now in full screen. Just lag now and again. Alright, well, it's loading up on my screen. It's I'm watching an ad on my own stream right now, which is interesting, but I'll just keep it running to see if I can actually watch my own stream here. And see if that works. Hopefully it does. And then... and otherwise, if it's too bad, then in the end we'll just quit and we'll do another stream another day, so that we don't miss too much and people can actually watch what we're doing. It's not good if nobody can watch. So, let's see. It is loading the stream now. It is a bit laggy in terms of that it's not just straight off loading the stream, so that's already an issue. On my end too, which I'm really sorry for, but I don't know if you altered settings trying to run. No, I have not altered anything. Also not on the stream front. I'm just going to run a little speed test now for my internet, see how that's going. But I'll do that on my phone, because at least it says something over the internet. I'll do it on my computer now, see how that is. Bit sorry about this. Wish everything just worked. Alright, let's go. There it goes. Let's see, speed test, download speed, 400 MBS. So that's pretty fast. Maybe it's in my upload speed, could be, but it should be 400 MBS, and it is. And my upload speed is 45 MB per second. That's also very good. So my connection, there's nothing wrong with. So I think it is actually YouTube, because this is just going crazy fast. And I did not alter any settings, so I really